Welcome to Science Meets Adventure, exploring nature's secret, the channel where curiosity meets wonder, and every journey reveals the hidden stories of our planet. Today, we venture deep beneath the mountains of southern China into a world where stone and water have collaborated for millions of years to create a masterpiece of nature. This is the Reed Flute Cave, the Rainbow Cave of Guilin. As our journey begins, the drone camera soars over Guilin's breathtaking landscape. Emerald rivers wind between misty limestone peaks, their reflections shimmering like silk ribbons. The morning fog wraps around jagged karst towers, rising from the earth like the spines of ancient dragons. This is one of China's most iconic landscapes, and yet, beneath this majestic scenery lies an even greater wonder. A hidden cathedral of color and light, sculpted by nature's patient hand over 180 million years. Reed Flute Cave, known in Chinese as Ludiyan, is a natural limestone cave formed during the late Jurassic period when this region was once a shallow sea. Over millions of years, the shells and skeletons of tiny marine organisms accumulated on the seafloor, creating thick layers of calcium carbonate. As the Earth's crust shifted, these ancient seabeds rose to form the limestone mountains of Guilin. Rainwater, slightly acidic from carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and soil, began to seep into the cracks of the rock. Drop by drop, year after year, it dissolved the limestone, widening fissures into tunnels, tunnels into chambers, and chambers into vast caverns. This process, known to geologists as speleogenesis, gave birth to the Reed Flute Cave. Inside, the cave is a natural gallery of crystal formations. Stalactites hang from the ceiling like frozen icicles of stone, while stalagmites rise from the ground like ancient sentinels. Over thousands of years, these mineral pillars have grown toward one another, sometimes meeting to form columns taller than a two-story house. Every shape, every curve, tells a geological story. The thin draperies of calcite that ripple across the walls, the delicate soda straws glistening with moisture, and the smooth pools of reflective water, all are the result of the slow dance between time, water, and minerals. Each drop of water leaves behind an invisible trace of calcite, and over centuries, those traces accumulate into formations of unimaginable beauty. As we walk deeper, the cave reveals its mesmerizing glow. Reed Flute Cave earned its poetic name from the reeds growing outside its entrance, once used by locals to craft simple flutes. But it's the light inside that turns this cavern into something otherworldly. Artificial illumination was introduced decades ago to highlight the formations for visitors. What scientists expected to be a simple lighting solution became an art form in itself. The beams of light bounce across the mineral surfaces, creating cascades of blue, green, purple, and gold. It feels as if the entire cave were breathing with color, each chamber pulsing like the heartbeat of the earth. Beneath these electric hues, the natural tones of the rock remain just as enchanting. Ivory, amber, silver, and soft pink, each formed by trace minerals like iron and manganese. When water droplets fall from the ceiling, they capture the light and sparkle like tiny stars. The air is cool and damp, carrying a faint mineral scent that seems to whisper of ancient oceans. The cave's acoustic qualities are just as extraordinary. Sound carries softly, wrapping the space in a gentle echo that makes even a whisper seem eternal. For centuries, poets, travelers, and scholars have visited this cave to experience its serene magic. On the walls, you can still see inscriptions left by visitors more than 1,000 years ago, dating back to the Tang dynasty. Their calligraphy, preserved by the cave's humidity, tells stories of awe, devotion, and the timeless bond between humans and nature. Outside, the world of Guilin unfolds in endless beauty. The Li River flows like a silver thread between towering limestone hills, its calm surface reflecting the sky and peaks like a painter's mirror. The landscape has inspired Chinese art for centuries, depicted in ink-wash paintings that capture its dreamlike harmony. These mountains are a classic example of karst topography, shaped by the same forces that created the Reed Flute Cave: water erosion, dissolution, and geological uplift. Over millions of years, Rain and rivers carved deep valleys through the soft limestone, creating a forest of peaks and caves. The result is one of the most recognizable natural sceneries in the world, celebrated in poetry, art, and song. Visiting the Reed Flute Cave today is an experience that blends adventure, science, and wonder. The entrance is surrounded by bamboo groves and tropical plants, swaying gently in the breeze. As you step inside, the temperature drops to a cool, refreshing 20 degrees Celsius, constant throughout the year. Guided pathways lead through illuminated chambers, each revealing new marvels of shape and shadow. Names like the Virgin Forest, Crystal Pagoda, and Dragon Palace invite your imagination to come alive. You can almost see mythical creatures hidden within the stone, dragons coiled around pillars, and frozen waterfalls cascading from the ceiling. Tours typically last about an hour, though the experience feels timeless. Every corner offers a new composition of color and geometry, nature's own cathedral of light. And when you reach the central hall, known as the Crystal Palace, the scene is breathtaking. A vast chamber stretches before you, mirrored perfectly in a still underground lake. The reflection is so flawless that you can barely tell where the stone ends and the water begins. It's a perfect illusion of balance, a harmony of elements that captures the soul of the earth itself. Beyond the cave, the Guilin region offers endless opportunities for exploration. Travelers can take bamboo rafts down the Lee River, drifting past fishermen with cormorants perched on their poles. The tranquil rhythm of the water and the reflection of karst peaks make it one of the most scenic boat rides in the world. For adventurers, the nearby mountains offer trekking trails and rock climbing routes, with panoramic views that stretch to the horizon. The early morning mists create scenes so surreal they seem painted rather than real. Photographers often describe Guilin as a place where nature becomes poetry. Cultural experiences abound as well. Local markets near the cave sell handmade bamboo flutes, traditional crafts, and paintings inspired by Guilin's landscapes. The people here are known for their warmth and hospitality. Visitors can enjoy regional dishes such as Guilin rice noodles, a fragrant, savory specialty, or fresh river fish steamed with local herbs. The cuisine reflects the balance of the land itself, simple, harmonious, and full of life. The region's subtropical climate supports a rich biodiversity. Bamboo forests shelter birds and butterflies, while ferns and orchids thrive among the limestone rocks. Deep inside the caves, small species of bats and insects have adapted to total darkness, forming a fragile ecosystem that scientists continue to study. The Chinese government and local conservationists have taken significant steps to preserve this natural wonder. Visitor numbers are controlled, lighting is adjusted to minimize heat, and pathways are carefully maintained to prevent damage to the cave floor. The challenge is to balance human curiosity with environmental responsibility. Reed Flute Cave stands as a symbol of that balance, a reminder that our desire to explore must always be guided by respect for the delicate systems that sustain beauty itself. Standing in the heart of the cave, surrounded by formations older than humanity itself, one can't help but feel small. The silence here speaks volumes. Every drip of water is a whisper from the past, a note in the endless symphony of geological time. Science helps us understand how such a place came to be, through chemistry, erosion, and mineral deposition. Yet no amount of explanation can capture the feeling of wonder it inspires. This is the essence of science meets adventure, the meeting point between knowledge and emotion, where understanding deepens appreciation rather than diminishes it. The Reed Flute Cave is not just a geological phenomenon. It is a living archive of the Earth's memory, a cathedral of time, carved drop by drop, glowing with the colors of eternity. Its still waters and crystalline forms remind us that beauty is often the result of patience, of processes too slow for the human eye, but perfect in their persistence. Every stalactite began as a single drop, every column as a meeting of opposites, the descent of water from above and the rise of minerals from below. Together, they built a world of stone poetry. As our journey through this magnificent cave comes to an end, we emerge once again into the light of Guilin. The same mountains that hide this underground wonder stretch endlessly before us, their peaks glowing under the golden sunset. The Li River winds silently between them, carrying stories older than civilization itself. It is here that science, nature, and art converge, where understanding deepens awe. Thank you for joining this journey into the glowing heart of China's Reed Flute Cave, where science meets beauty and adventure meets the soul. You've been watching Science Meets Adventure, exploring nature's secret. If this story moved you, if it sparked your curiosity about the world beneath our feet, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us again as we uncover more of the planet's breathtaking natural wonders, one discovery at a time.